Yo, hey man. It's your man, Big Play Killer, man. Big Tiger. Coach T. Whatever you want to call me, man. Look, just don't call me Khalid. Look, I'm excited right now. It's so much. The reason why I haven't been dropping videos, y'all, I got a lot going on. I got little babies running around there at the farm. Mama goats don't want to let the baby goats nurse. I'm trying to play Dr. Doolittle out there. I'm working on merch. My guy reached back to me. One of my Big Tiger jogging suits about to drop. He hit me with the design this morning. It was pretty cool. So y'all know, for the people that don't know, I first started this channel a long time ago, just gaming. Then I started rocking with JSU, right? So cause Prime went there. So that's why I switched my name to Big Tiger. So I'm gonna do some Tiger gear, but y'all notice I changed my logo on my page, right? So I want to do some mugs and all that kind of stuff with the Buffalo stuff, cause I see some stuff that Colorado put out. It's cool, but I got a different kind of little style. I like a little bit more color. I like the black and gold. I like that aggressive stuff sometimes. So I'm gonna try some different things, and y'all bear with me. This truck just pulled up beside me. Loud truck. I've been sitting here for 5 hours. Now I finally started doing my video. He pulled up in the first minute of me doing my video. So it's a lot of news going on, and I've been wanting to drop videos for y'all, man. But when I'm on a ranch, it's just my reception ain't great out there. But the first thing that caught my attention is Coach Prime is gonna let Dylan Edwards run track. That's pretty cool. That's like most coaches. They limit they got, cause when you run a track, you can pull a hamstring, you can hurt yourself. Like they have injuries too. So by him running track, he can't get injured. But instead of saying, look, I'm gonna hold you back and only like reserve you for football because I want to make sure you're available for me, he's saying, look, you can go ahead and run track. This is so important, y'all. And this is not getting the attention that it should get. The same way he let Travis Hunter play both ways, he's gonna let Dylan play run track. And it was a big guy. I called him New York. A 6'6" guy came out of the DC area, like Baltimore area last year. He went to South Carolina. I wanted him to come to Colorado so bad. He got track speed. Big guy. I thought he was out of Colorado or Oregon, cause Nike and stuff. Oregon always have a good track team. He ended up going to South Carolina. I'm like, what? See, if he would have came to Colorado, him and Dylan Edwards could have been on the same track team. Do you know how? Look, I don't even know the man's name because he didn't like shine over there at South Carolina. If he'd have came to Colorado, I'm talking about he could have been Mr. Everything at Colorado. He could have played wide receiver. He could have played defense. He could have ran track. 5-star guy with all the measurables, but he decided to go to South Carolina. And now we don't even know about him. I'm going to keep mentioning this kind of stuff because it needs to be talked about because a lot of people, they kind of forget about it. I hang on to this stuff, and hopefully down the line, maybe year 2, year 3, he might transfer to Colorado. Because, see, Coach Prime is showing everybody, look, I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do. I'm going to let you be great over here. I'm not going to handcuff you over here. I love that about Coach Prime. And I'm working on my second phone, y'all. I got 2 phones. I always wanted to do a video on this phone, but I never did. So I said, well, let me bust it out today and try to see. It's kind of dark in here, though. I'm noticing it's kind of dark. Let me see, can I put some light on me a little bit to help it out a little bit? And still, that don't look right, though. Little light right there. But, so, other news I found out this week. I didn't know Colorado might have an unexpected fan. Y'all, we might have one of the most dangerous fans of all time. El Chapo. El Chapo is in a max prison in Denver. Or in Colorado. Let's say he's in Colorado. So El Chapo is there. They get to watch TV and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they can watch sports, but you know it's going on. They got to be talking about it. And so El Chapo might be watching Colorado football, y'all. He might dig a tunnel into the stadium and jump out during halftime one day. That was funny. I seen a thing on Von Miller too. I want to bring that up because Von Miller, he was playing at Denver. Von Miller, y'all, from what I heard, Von Miller made might as well just say $15 million this year. He was like 14.9. $15 million this year. I think Von Miller had like 5 tackles on the season. Now, he still got close. I went and watched some videos. He still pressured the quarterback. The quarterback throwing the ball fast. So, but no sacks all season. He had like 5 tackles. Somebody did the numbers on that jump, and it was like, dang, how much was it? Man, that jump was like crazy. It was crazy. It was like almost like $3 million a tackle. Almost $3 million a tackle, y'all. He had like 5 tackles on the season. So that was crazy. I just brought it up because he used to play for Denver. And I was going to do a story about that a while ago because Von Miller, him and his old girl got into it, and he was posting some stuff online. And I was going to tell a lot of Colorado players, like, this is the kind of stuff you can't do. You cannot. Well, he wasn't posting stuff online. He was sending messages to his girlfriend. And you know when you and your person, y'all get into it, once y'all take the gloves off, y'all say anything. But she was taking the text messages and posting them online. So I wanted to put that out there for a lot of these young guys that's still playing sports and ladies. Like, you can't just say anything with social media. People can take screenshots of this stuff and put it out there for the world to see. Now, so I know Colorado players, a lot of these guys going to be targets, so that's why I try to throw some of that stuff out here. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comment section. Oh, in the comment section, this for y'all. This video right here is for y'all. Like, I'm not bringing nobody on. I'm trying to get DJ Promo on here later on tonight or tomorrow. But so this for y'all right now. Let me see what y'all got. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got on the Falcons t-shirt. Hey, y'all, look, the Falcons got a black head coach. The first time in history. Y'all, Atlanta's the blackest city in America. We've been wanting a black head coach for so long. Arthur Blank said, look, I'm 80, man. I done had me a nice run. Let me go ahead and do the right thing, man. And this guy, he used to coach for the Falcons. He's been a head coach before. He's been a part of 2 Super Bowls, and he did a great show. I'm gonna post a whole video about this, but he did a great show on the pivot. I think the pivot helped this man get this job because they talked about it. And on the pivot, and it was like a year ago after they won the Super Bowl with the Rams, he talked about how he loved the city of Atlanta, all the blanks, all that kind of stuff, and how that'll be perfect for him, and he ended up getting the job. Let me see. Hello, Big Tiger. Look, my day has been good. I've been wanting to give y'all so much content, but there's so much stuff coming out, man. Like, time I started watching one story, another story pop out. I'm reading I'm getting all this information, and I'm like, T, go ahead and make a video. Go ahead and make a video. And I said, forget it. Let's just go ahead and go live because it's just so much coming out so fast. Other news coming out. Shiloh hinted that he might get a major deal. I'm talking like they were talking about like a big boy deal, like unbelievable numbers deal. I'm not even gonna say the numbers that they were saying because them numbers was too stupid. But they said he might get a big boy deal, and then maybe it was kind of something to do with that skin stuff he was doing. Cause you remember Shiloh been quiet, and Shiloh he went to the Louis thing. He do his music, but he did a lot of that skiing stuff too. So maybe Shiloh finna drop like a major deal, like and I see what Coach Prime trying to do with these boys. He trying to get these kids with these long-term deals, these lifetime partnerships and stuff with these guys, dog. It's gonna be very interesting. So that's cool. I heard about McClain. 3 things with McClain. I seen McClain, he was struggling a little bit when those Marines was out there, and one of the weight trainers was talking to him. He was like, hey, man, clear your head, man. You a 5-star for a reason. Like, come on. So I guess he was kind of getting to him, and he was kind of like, man, some dudes will quit when you make them do real hard stuff. because they ain't never really had to do that. And so I'm glad Coach Prime is putting them through this, making them mentally tough, because that's the most important thing. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you ain't mentally tough, it's all for naught. The other thing, they said he spent $100,000 on jewelry. I have not seen any of that. I looked up some of that stuff. I haven't seen him buying no jewelry yet. But they say he dropped $100,000 on jewelry. And for me, that's not being mentally tough. That's not being mentally smart. I mean, unless you buying real 14 karat gold, and because you can resell that and the value of gold is always gonna go up. But if you out here buying just whatever, and especially that jewelry that's clanking together, making all that noise, if you out here buying that and spending $100,000, I don't like that. Other thing Camardi did, McClain, I keep calling that man Camardi. McClain did was he got in a wreck, and they tried to blow it up, make it was something big, but it was snowing. I think he slid. You know how in the snow, man, so many wrecks. The last 2 weeks, it's been so many wrecks. I seen wrecks in front of me because of snow. So he from South Florida. He probably never drove no snow before. They say he slid through a stop sign and hit somebody. So little minor fender bender. But you know how people are, and this is the thing these kids got to worry about now. You know, insurance is very high for younger kids. Until you get to 25, your insurance is super high, because they know kids do a lot of things that ain't all the way smart, right? Because their brain's still developing. Now that all these kids finna start having all this money, they finna get sued. Like, I ain't trying to look. I'm just telling y'all what it is. When people find out you got money, like Biggie said, more money, more problems. So a fender bender for me and you is not the same thing for a fender bender for Michael Strahan or Michael Jordan. Like, they gonna fall out, lay out in the grass, and act like they need all this money. So I want these guys to be aware of that. Oh yeah, y'all hit the like button, get the likes up. Let me see what else. I don't know what Shiloh doing. I don't know. Shiloh, to me, and Coach Prime, he always have his little ranking list of what order his kids are. Shiloh is number 1 right now. So that means Shiloh been doing his work, keeping his head down, ain't causing no problems. He's staying busy. And Coach Prime, that might be why he ranked number 1. Coach Prime probably know this deal he done about to land in, like, oh my. They say Shiloh hinted at it. I couldn't find it. They say he hinted about he had a major deal. Like, I'm talking about some like 32 mil plus. That's what I'm hearing. But I don't know. We will see, y'all. We will see. What other news we got, man? Oh, George Seaton, he was kind of struggling a little bit too with the with the Marines and all that. He was kind of struggling. But you gotta understand, they carrying other 300-pounders. They not carrying lineman carrying a lineman is different between a wide receiver carrying a wide receiver. A wide receiver, you can normally bench your own weight, like twice your weight sometimes. Linebackers and wide receivers. Offensive linemen, you can't really bench your weight twice. You know, nobody ain't up benching no 600 pounds. So they got to drag another man that's 300 pounds, plus they carrying their weight too. So that's hard. That's hard. Yeah, Brian Shadur is carrying that. Look, no, Brian, let me correct you. That's not a purse. That's not a purse. That's a portable safe. That's a portable safe. My man got his cell phone in there, his money in there. And think about it, they give a lot of that stuff to Bucky before the game. You remember last time some people tried to go in the locker room and steal their stuff. Now my man got this little portable safe. That's what we're going to call it. He got that portable safe. He can give it to Bucky, and Bucky can put it in his backpack or wherever he got to put it at, so you don't got to worry about nobody stealing it. That's a portable safe. Look, man, y'all know El Chapo. He a fan now. Y'all talk about El Chapo quarterback y'all want to. But yeah, I'm so happy about the coach for Atlanta, man. And I'm wondering, because I want y'all, look, he don't, look, I would be me if I'm not me. His wife is not black. She mixed, or she's something else, and they got mixed kids. And see, I got a group called Solution Based when we talk about all this kind of stuff. And I know a lot of the sisters gonna go off on it. Like one of my homegirls, she hit me up, and I sent her the picture, and then she was just mad, like steam coming out her nose. I'm like, why is you mad? Why you mad because this man is happy? And this is the thing about it. I remember watching the show on I Am Athlete, and they had all the wives to come in, and the wives were talking about how stressful it was to be a pro athlete's wife, how they couldn't see their husband. He was gone working all the time, and they in this big old house by themselves, and they were just making it seem like it was miserable to be the wife of a superstar, right? As a coach, it's even worse because coaches, they work more hours than the players, and they can get fired anytime, move here to there. They might be here for a year, here there, somewhere else for a year, and the wife got to do all this, managing the moving, the movers, the moving trucks, make sure stuff getting delivered to the right place. She's there doing all the unpacking, and she might not be physically doing it, but it's a stressful process. They always say moving is a stressful process. So, I mean, this man done been with the Falcons, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, LA. Now they for them, and like they got to leave. Like the pivot went to his house, and it was talking about how pretty the mountains was and all that kind of stuff behind his house. Now they got to leave that and go to Atlanta. I mean, a lot of people want to be in Atlanta, but Atlanta is not a great place for interracial couples. I want y'all to know that sisters don't hold back. They talk cash when they see you with somebody else. If you're a black man and you with somebody else, they don't like that. So she got to leave this nice, beautiful house out here in LA. Now she finna go to Atlanta, and she got to deal with all this. You know, it's stressful. Yeah, they don't come home to damn near 3 a.m. and they leaving out around about 5. It's crazy. But this is what I was trying to tell my homegirl, like, it's a reason why a lot of these successful dudes end up dating outside their race, because sometimes it's a different kind of demeanor that a woman has to deal with a man that's so driven like this, because they're not going to get the attention that they normally would get, what they used to getting, because this man is so driven. So you got to be built for that. You got to understand. And some of these ladies in different cultures, they seen their daddies work all the time, and they see how their mama handled it. So they ready for the challenge. You know, and a lot of, let me say this, a lot of black women don't get that training because a lot of them growing up in single parent homes or homes where they daddy there, but they daddy a hard blue collar worker. So they don't have a lot of these examples to go by. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm talking about the new head coach for the Falcons. His name is, and he got a black name too. What's his name? His name is what's his name, man? Where my card at? Had his name on something, y'all. I don't know. Raheem. His name is like Raheem Miller or something like that. I can't find my little cards. I already did my video. I'm gonna post it. Y'all see my video. Oh, here you go, right? Raheem Morris. I wonder what quarterback. I hope he get Justin Fields. I don't really want Russell Wilson. I mean, that might be cool, but I don't really want Russell Wilson. Or I want him to get Pender, the guy that played for Washington. Yeah, Raheem Morris. That's it. What other Colorado? Oh, I seen an interview with Shepard, y'all. And Shepard pretty cool, man. I like how Shepard, he kept it funky, man. He said something that I didn't know. He was like, a lot of guys wish they could play for Colorado, but Coach Prime is not accepting everybody. So there's some dogs out here. Like, I know one dog I feel like want to come play for Coach Prime, the dude Denver, that five-star cornerback. I know he got in a lot of trouble at Texas A&M. He went to LSU, and I think he want to play for Coach Prime, but I don't think Coach Prime gonna break him on just because he That boy wild now. He a wild child. When you got Antonio Brown gene in you, Coach Prime ain't gonna deal with it because he see like it ain't nothing you can really say to them kind of dudes. They gonna do what they gonna do. You can give them everything what they want, perfect situation. Once they feel any kind of way, they gonna just flip out. And then sometimes it's a mental health thing. It ain't just they just being treated wrong and they lashing out. Sometimes it's just mental health. No, dog, he ain't going to Colorado, dog. He in the feet. He here in the ATL, Daddy Bird, dog. We finna win some. We finna win. Like, I haven't watched the Falcons in so long, dog. It's depressing to watch the Falcons. So, finally, I hope we get to do the thing the right way now. Yeah, Penix. Yeah, I said Pender. Yeah, Penix Jr. Penix Jr. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like what he did in the championship game. He looked very pedestrian. It looked like he was looking injured, and it like his spirit wasn't that strong. It didn't look good. But if you just look at his numbers, I mean, he the closest thing to Pat Mahomes in college. I like every other game besides that Michigan game. I love what he did. No, man. Atlanta should not got no Bill Belichick. You heard what they said. One guy said, we played for Tom, but we worked for Belichick. And it's like, when you see when Tom Brady left, Tom Brady went and won the Super Bowl with Tampa. Bill Belichick been going down, down, down. Everybody said, like, it's not fun playing for Bill Belichick. So, nobody want to play for Bill Belichick. And y'all go watch that interview, The Pivot, man. When the coach for the Falcons, dang, I just said his name, Raheem Morris is on there. Hey, that interview got so much life and energy, and he dealing with different people, y'all. He dealing with what's the linebacker name? Channing just saying crazy stuff, dog. Trying to get him out of character. Talk about stuff in the bedroom and all kind of stuff, and the coach looking like, what the hell? But he keep it going, and he never let Channing get him out of character. He cool with Fred. Him and Fred got a great relationship. And Ryan Clark, he loved Ryan Clark. They got stories. Man, the dude, he's solid. And he called this white safety. And I remember seeing the safety, but I don't know him like that. But they called him on the phone. So they kind of did two interviews at once. But he was talking so highly of that white safety. And the safety came and balled. He balled for the Rams. They helped them win the championship. So that shows you that he's not biased. If you can play, he's going to let you play. And that's what you want in Atlanta. You want that. You want that from any coach. If the guys can play, let them play. Because when the team knows you got a dog that's on the bench, everybody else start kind of feeling like, man, this ain't right, man. Dude supposed to be playing, and he ain't playing. But going back to Colorado, Will Shepherd, he was on a podcast. It's called Undisputed Buffs. I feel like they're gonna have something going. They don't really have a lot of subscribers right now, but I feel like they're gonna get something going. They was asking a lot of good questions. And one thing that Will Shepherd said, he was like, when he was at Vanderbilt, just the culture was just trash. Like, it wasn't a lot of people at the games, like the environment, everything. He said he felt like he couldn't be himself. And I know what he mean by that. Like, when I went out state, I didn't know what a keg was. Like, if for y'all that don't know, a keg is like a big thing of beer. And they used to have keg parties. I'm like, a keg party? Like, what is that? Like, I didn't even drink beer. So they was having these keg parties, and that was like the thing. That was the thing to do. I hated that. I didn't want to go to those keg parties. The parties, they were just sitting around getting drunk and listening to music. They were probably doing other stuff. I'm like, man, I hate it here. I'm gonna just do my time. I feel like I was almost in prison. Just do my time, play my ball, get my degree, and I'm out of here, right? So when you a player and you, like, for black dudes, it's really hard on both fronts. Like if you go to a white college, you feel out of your environment. If you go to a HBCU, you see how everything is kind of like not up to par. So you torn. With what Coach Prime is building over here in Colorado, now you get to go to a school where you can kind of still feel like you in your element. You get to see people like that you never thought you would see in person, like Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross and all these actors and stuff, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Shaw, all them dudes walking through the locker room, T.O. and Warren Sapp. You get to see all these dudes. So you get to see this, be a part of that atmosphere. Coach Prime gonna give you some good advice, business advice. You get to be around other players that's probably gonna go to the league, that you're gonna have long-lasting friendships, and you still have access to all these top-notch facilities. That's the other thing and that's why, like, I see a lot of these kids, they taking the money and going to some of these schools, they taking the money. But I know if I had a choice to go to Colorado or go to Ole Miss, my spirit want to go to Colorado. Because I don't want to go to Ole Miss. I done heard too many stories about Mississippi and all that. I don't want to go there. I don't even want to go find out if they true or not. I want to go somewhere where I feel like I'm safer. I know I would want to take the bag, but if I feel like if I'm good enough, I can get a bag with Coach Prime, I'm going with Colorado 100%. So this is why I feel like when all these other schools is paying this big money for these kids, they have to do that. Colorado gonna get away with not having to pay everybody because they're gonna say, okay, if I go there and ball, the money's gonna come. I gotta trust the process. And another thing that he said, and I'm talking about Will Shepherd, he was like, even their team had a lot of wide receivers, like a talented room of wide receivers. It's not just Colorado they got, but our coaches didn't really play everybody right. So if you're on an SEC team, you got talent. More than likely, you could have went to a lot of schools in the country. So he was like, yeah, I'm where I came from, we had a lot of wide receivers. Yeah, I believe we got a deep receiver room here. But the reason why he came here because he saw how they threw the ball a lot in Colorado, and he was like, I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to, make a bunch of catches, bunch of plays, and I believe in Colorado they're gonna throw the ball a lot. So that was his main reason why he came to Colorado, and he was just saying the coach he could be himself at Colorado. He really feel at home. Now I see a lot of kids say that they were like, well, I got here, I came here because it felt like it was family. It felt like I felt at home here. I'm like, no, the hell you did, man. You didn't feel at home at these damn schools. you just saying the cliche stuff that everybody else saying. What's going on, bruh? Hey, man. Them cake, man, that beer nasty. Indian Carter, man, beer is nasty, dog. Let's keep it a buck. And it give you a big stomach. They ready to get that bag. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people want the bag and they ain't worried about working on themselves. This is the thing a lot of these kids don't understand though. This money goes so quick. I just seen a video with Nick Young, the ex-NBA player. He played for the Lakers. They call him Swaggy P. Swaggy P was like, man, life after the NBA is so depressing, man. He was like, all that fun stuff we used to do and all the stuff we had access to, and like you can't spend money the same no more because they don't got money coming in. So this money, I don't care if it's millions or what. I got a homeboy that went to the league, and I mean, he doing all right now. He doing better than most. But I can tell his spirit is cause he can't move the way he used to. He don't went back down. And you trying to figure out how I can make this millions of dollars again, and it's hard to make millions of dollars. Like, it's hard. If you don't have that in your family or you just don't have a certain kind of gift, it's hard to make $1 million. So a lot of these dudes, once they make it to the pinnacle and they go back down, you will never be happy again for real, because you always think about all that money you lost. So a lot of these kids are finna take this money and have all this money for 2 years, and then they maybe get drafted and they won't make the team, or maybe they make the team and it's like a 2-3 years, because most guys don't make it past 3 years in the NFL. If Florida State paying these guys $15,000 a month and stuff, they gonna get accustomed to that lifestyle. Once that money get cut, oh my, it's a whole different animal once that money get cut. Man, look, I had a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about, man. I don't know if y'all got me nervous right now, man. Y'all got me nervous. But this podcast is for y'all, man. What y'all want to talk about? Me and DJ Promo, we gonna talk about some stuff the next time we get on. Do y'all have anything y'all want to talk about? I heard, oh, it's another thing. What's my man? The quarterback. And I appreciate y'all for sending me a lot of the subs. They'll send me stuff throughout the day. They'll come in on the video. But my man Juju, the quarterback, Lewis, he is now ranked higher. This is what they telling me. He is ranked higher than Underwood now. Y'all remember the quarterback Underwood from Michigan that we were trying to go to, trying to get the sign, and he ended up signing with LSU. So look at what all this stuff is going on now. So LSU coach might go to Michigan, because y'all know Harbaugh just left Michigan. He's going to San Diego. So they're saying, I think the guy from LSU, I think he's from that area or something. So he might go to Michigan. Y'all know he always jumps schools a lot. So he might go back home to Michigan. That quarterback, he's from Michigan. So maybe they already knew this was going to happen. I don't think so. But maybe they already knew this was going to happen. It was like, look, if I go to Michigan, are you coming? And maybe he said, yeah, I don't know. But so with this, if the coach from LSU leave and go to Michigan, this might open it back up to where Underwood might put Colorado back on the radar. But it's funny how he was the number 1 guy. Now he's been bumped to the number 2 guy. And now the number 1 guy is in Colorado. He should be there this weekend, the 26th. So it's very interesting, y'all. It's very interesting. It's a lot of exciting news. Yeah. Underwood had that whack school review. Yeah, it was kind of weak, man. It was weak. And he drug it out for a long time. It was weak. So that's the big news on that. What else? Something happened with Shador. I can't think of it right now. If it come to me, I'll talk about that. Something happened with him. It was some good positive news. I can't think about what it is though. But the big tall quarterback, Ward. I think it's Taylor Ward. Shepard spoke about him too. He said he's pretty good. He said he can actually throw the ball pretty good. He's like a bigger version of Cam Newton. And he said he think a year after sitting behind Shador for a year, just letting everything, the game slow down for him, he'll be a good addition to Colorado. He was good. It was just they were throwing a lot at him real fast. He was just trying to process everything. So I don't know if he was. I think this is what a lot of people don't understand. When you run a quarterback a lot and you getting hit, it messes up your throwing. And like Cam Newton was saying, when you do a lot of running and the coach call a play that's a deep ball play, a lot of times your accuracy gonna be off because you got to kind of get your breath back. You got to get your body back up. Like your body gets fatigued, so you can't throw a deep ball with the same accuracy when you tired. So I think at Vanderbilt they was running him too much. I hope at Colorado he'll be able to be just a real pocket passer. I think that's another reason why they kind of got rid of that offense coordinator that we had, Lewis, because he wanted to be a guy that does a lot of RPOs, running your quarterback. I don't think Coach Prime really want to run Shador. You want your quarterback to be a pocket passer, even though pocket passers are kind of being dinosaurs in the league. That's what Coach Prime remembered. He remembered that. So when you remember that and you getting told the reason why, because he couldn't be a quarterback because they were saying he wasn't a pocket passer. You want to kind of prove people that we can be a pocket passer. So I think that's what's going on there. I think they want Shador to be a pocket passer. Run if you have to, but you're going to win the game in the pocket. They said we're supposed to have a 5-star defensive end that's coming in that we might land. We'll see if that happens. I mean, Sean Lewis was hot trash at Colorado, but not at the beginning of the season. He wasn't hot trash. At the beginning of the season, they was breaking records, and he did a lot of good stuff when he was at Kent State. So I just think it wasn't a good fit culturally wise, and I think Deion had to rush. See how right now he's trying to get his defense coordinator and he's taking his time? I think that's what's. I think last year he couldn't take his time because he had to hurry up and get these players in here. He was rushed. The 5-star defensive end that we got from Washington, he might be turning into a tight end. So if y'all look at it, Coach Prime always get a lot of guys that can play both sides of the ball. So he probably played tight end in high school. So and that's a good thing with the guys that we bringing in. Maybe they thinking, okay, the guys we bringing in, we're gonna need you on defensive end on the defense side of the ball. So let's go ahead and put you on the offense side of the ball. But the thing about it is, you got a tight end that came in that was a 4-star, big time player. I don't think he's gonna start in front of him. So, but he kind of like in a lose-lose situation right now. Yeah, that twin is a 4-star quarterback. What's their name? Their name Ward. To me, he just reminds me of Hines Ward. And I might be saying his name wrong because I'm thinking about Hines Ward. But if y'all go back and look at, I think he was the Peach Bowl or the Gator Bowl. Georgia played against Florida State. And I want to say Hines Ward played quarterback that game. I might be getting mixed up because there was one game where a wide receiver from Florida State played quarterback too. But whatever, it was one of them games where Hines Ward was on Georgia team. He was a wide receiver for Georgia. Their quarterback got hurt. They ended up putting him at quarterback. And I think it was back in like 96, 97, something like that. But Hines Ward, he was able to win the game. He was running around. He was throwing the ball. I feel like that twin, the quarterback that we got from Kentucky, he reminds me of Hines Ward. Like he's a hard-nosed, scrappy kind of guy, but he's more of a runner than a passer. The difference between Hines Ward and Lamar Jackson could pass the ball, but he was just a elite runner like Michael Vick. Hines Ward wasn't an elite runner. He just trusted his feet more than he trusted his arm. So when things got bad, he ran. And I feel like that's how the quarterback that we got from Kentucky. He trusts his feet more than he trusts his arm. So I want to see how that plays out. I think he should have turned into a tight end. That's what I think. He like 6'3". I think he should have been a tight end. But maybe he's a good quarterback. Maybe we might see something that's there that I don't see. We will find out. My man told me he brought a drug for $100. Wade. Okay, so Wade, I'm thinking about Hines Ward, but Wade, yeah. So Wade, I like I say, he's a good talent, but I watched his championship game. he had almost 200 yards rushing in the championship game. Like Kyler Murray, he had a lot of rushing yards in the championship game, but he always had more passing yards than he had rushing yards. Wade had more rushing yards than he had passing. So, and when you go into an offense that pass the ball almost every play, and you run the ball more than you pass, oh, that ain't gonna fly. But I hope he did that because of the circumstances. Now you're in a system where you got top wide receivers, all that kind of stuff. Because that high school team he played on, he didn't have no top elite wide receivers on that team. So maybe he just did what he felt like needed to be done because he couldn't trust them guys. Nah, I ain't talking about Charlie Ward. I'm talking about Hines Ward. Hines Ward played for Georgia, and they played against Florida State. I know he beat Florida in the game. I remember that jump. And everybody was going, I think they carried him off the field. And he had to play quarterback. Maybe that's the game I'm thinking about. Hines Ward had to play against Florida. I know this for a fact. Because I was in Albany, Georgia, I want to say. No, I was in some black school. It was a game. But everybody was going crazy because Georgia beat Florida and Hines Ward was the quarterback. That's what I'm talking about. And I remember him throwing the ball, running around. And when I seen anybody playing, that memory popped up in my head. But I don't think neither one of them gonna really play next year, no way. So it's just all developmental stuff for them. I think, honestly, I'm gonna say this, and it might sound bad, but I think the Twins should have went to. I think they should have went to. What's the school? The Aztecs. I think they should have went to the Aztecs. I think the quarterback could have started and the linebacker could have started. Because that Lewis offensive system, he like to run and throw. That quarterback is great for that system, a run and throwing system. But hey, we'll never know. So like I say, if y'all got any questions, ask y'all questions. This podcast, this whole live is for y'all. And if I got any JSU fans on here, y'all, my jogging suit is on the way. My Big Tiger jogging suit is on the way, and I got it with the JSU colors. So I'm working with the designer. He doing some things. We're gonna see can we pump some gear out. I know how it's a challenge at these black colleges. They really don't have the top-notch stuff. So I'm gonna try to help out. I'm gonna try to do what I can to see if I can create a buzz. And I'm gonna also create some Colorado stuff too. If y'all see I changed my logo, that's gonna be one of my. I wanna create a mug with that logo, and I'm gonna also have some Syracuse stuff too. Oh, and for the people that was saying I was hating, on Coach Prime, y'all saw the video I posted with Coach Fran Brown when he talking about staying in Syracuse for 10 years. He said he's gonna be the coach there until his daughter is like around 13. She 2 now. So he was like, I ain't going nowhere. He like, I'm good. He like, I grew up on welfare. Now this is the mindset that's different. He said I grew up on welfare. Like he's making millions of dollars now. So he's like, look, I'm good with this money. I'm not finna chase the bag. I'm close to home. I'm making more money than I can ever believe I would make. That's never the case for Coach Prime. He's made millions all the time. So, and he's older. So Coach Prime is always gonna look for the opportunity where he can really run off with the bag. Coach Prime, I think he really believes in that generational wealth, and he's trying to change the narrative where we got to play football. He's gonna get every ounce out of his skill sets and try to transfer it to generational wealth for his kids. That's what I think he's trying to do. I don't know if y'all saw what Coach Saban did. Coach Saban, he already had some Mercedes dealerships and stuff. He and his partners, a group of partners, they just brought 2 Mercedes dealerships for like $700 million in Florida. I think like in South Florida. So Coach Saban stepped away from the game, and now he's trying to become one of the biggest car dealers in the game. I hope it don't turn back and bite him, because I feel like America about to go on the downslide right now. I feel like America is struggling right now. So I don't know how many of these expensive cars people gonna be buying right now, because I know America, from what I see, a lot of people, and I'm hearing these record numbers of credit card use and everything, and people are maxing out their credit cards. So from what I'm seeing, it might not be a great time for to be buying car dealerships, but that's what Coach Saban's doing. He's gonna try to show the world he's more than just a coach. He's also a businessman. Kudos to him. I hope he have great success. We still don't really got nothing on the DC. What we do know what the DC is, we got, it's down to 3 guys now. It's 3 people they're looking at right now. And you're right. If a 5-star dude commit, it will probably be dropped down to a 4-star. You're right. We've seen that multiple times. I hope that Taylor kid gets to play too. Hopefully we'll blow. All right. So Shepard was saying, like, the competition level is not as strong in the Big 12 like how it is in the Big 10 and the SEC. He was like, you can't look over none of your opponents, but come on, y'all. Like, they don't get the same amount of top recruits going into the Big 12 like these other conferences, right? So they feeling pretty good, like they finna blow some of these teams out. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I say, I remember playing when I was at Valdosta and at App State. Whoever you play, when you the team that's always winning, everybody trying to beat you. Unless you just play against a team that's in disarray and their quarterback suck and it just everybody, they just got a losing culture. Most teams are gonna give you their best shot. And because they know this is the time they're gonna be on TV. Everybody, this is most people that I'm seeing at the game, so they super hyped because they want to put on for the city. So I think Colorado's gonna get everybody's best shot. Now, if Colorado can come out and really dominate and really blow people out, now we can say we got something. And if they do this and they blow people out, now these backup quarterbacks gonna get maybe like half of the 4th quarter. Cause y'all know, I don't think Coach Prime is gonna let Shador leave out the game if he don't have 300 yard passing. So if they go out there and they have a big run by McCaskill, that's a touchdown. You have 2 passing touchdowns. You're up by 21, and then somebody else do a kick return, and now you up by 28 to 0. I don't know if Coach Prime gonna snatch Shador out yet. If he only had like 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, I think he's going to leave him in there. I could be wrong, but I think he's going to leave him in there. Hey, you're right. Dealerships are dinosaurs. I seen some, they got some new dealerships now where you can order your car online and you can go to this big building and press a button and your car come down like a vending machine and they'll spit your keys out. And you get your stuff like that. So, yeah, when I seen Coach Saban do that, I said, man, he's an old man trying to do. He listened to other people. He got money, so he think everybody got money like him. No. $700 million? And the other people who, y'all remember last time when this was happening, when all these Ford dealerships had to get bailed out and everything? And we about in that same time right now. And so I think these guys, they selling because they know what's about to happen. Coach Saban been worried about X's and O's. He ain't been paying attention to the market like this for real. I don't think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm talking about Nick Saban. Nick Saban's the greatest of all time. He might know way more than me. Hey, still no word on Omar White. They say he went live. So this is what I heard on Omar White. They say he went live and he told everybody he was still coming. So that's the word on Omar White. He said he was live on Instagram or something, and I couldn't find his Instagram, so I don't know what he was live on. But he said he's still coming. He will be there in the summertime. So that's the word on that. What's up, Bear? What's going on, Warren? Like I said, this video, this podcast is for y'all. Whatever question y'all got, shoot them. And I'm going to try to get all the questions. Now, this is what y'all say. Y'all heard about the other guy? Let me get my thoughts together. So it's two guys that's coming back that's playing with Coach Prime right now. Well, one guy's already officially on the team. He played for JSU. I can't remember his name, but he's a DB. He's a safety. So our secondary is getting a lot better. Now, when they told me his stats, he had like 300 snaps and he had 1 interception and I think like 5 pass breakups. I was like, that ain't great. That ain't 300 snaps. That ain't great. But on tape, he looked solid. And he knows Coach Prime's ways. So and when I saw him, he was in the tub, in the hot tub, cold tub, whatever. And he had a sweet tattoo too. He had a big tattoo on his chest, like wings or something. But he looked like, like he made out of something. So he a big guy, got a nice frame. And he looked solid on tape. He come up, make plays, make tackles. And I want to say he had a pick 6 at JSU. But the other school he went to, I don't know what he did there for real. I seen some highlights. Like I say, he a solid safety. So it gives us depth. It helps us out on special teams. And it gives us depth. So if somebody get injured or whatever. But I don't know if he's going to be the day one starter. I don't know. And one thing we got to understand, we can have all the DBs in the world. If our D-line don't get the right kind of pressure, it's going to be hard for all these DBs. A lot of DBs that capitalize and get pick sixes and stuff like that, the quarterback is getting pressure, so you got to throw it before he want to throw it. Now you got a chance to make a big play. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. It's a defensive back from Arizona, the Arizona Sun Devils. He went up 35. I want to say, I can't remember his name. His name was Joe something or it was JB something. But he's from Atlanta. And there was a picture with Coach Prime and him. Coach Prime coached this guy when he was maybe like 7 years old, 5 years old, little dude. Like he was his first football coach. And Coach Prime put him on, they had him at offense, but he switched him to play defense. And because he could like spin off the lineman and stuff. And you can tell right now he still do the same spin move to this day. But this is his last year and he want to come play with Coach Prime. I'm like, okay, I like guys want to come play with Coach Prime, but I don't know if he's better than the guys we got. I don't know if he's going to get on the field. I don't know. Yeah, we spoke about that, Barry, about that 5-star getting moved to tight end. But I don't know if he's going to get on the field. He had like 5 or 6 sacks last year. The guy that came from Kentucky, he had like, I want to say he had like 3 to 5 sacks last year. So none of their numbers just blow you away. But, I mean, BJ looked good on the field now. He looked, when I'm watching his takes, he played with a lot of energy. He looked good. But I just don't know if he's like good enough, because I think he's like 6'1", 170. So you kind of undersized. I mean, you a big guy, you strong, but you kind of undersized. So do you bring him in here and let him get reps from some of these younger guys, because this is his last year? Or do you say, man, look, we just going to appreciate the times we had. I enjoyed coaching you way back in the day, but it's just best for you to stay in Arizona. Is it best for you to stay over there because I don't really have room for you over here? Or do you say, come on over here, and now the guy don't get to play, and now he mad at Coach Prime? I don't know. I don't know. Mob, you said Colorado gonna have what's that? What's that 4.5? 4.5 wins? Yeah, you're right. One of these quarterbacks will transfer, and I feel like it's gonna be the guy that came from Kentucky. And we're gonna bring in somebody too. But I think these 5-star quarterbacks are nervous to pull the trigger to sign with Coach Prime, because what I was talking about earlier, he didn't stand on being in Colorado like my man Coach Brown from Syracuse. But what I was gonna say, I didn't finish that point. Coach Prime is more savvy business-wise. He's way more savvy. So I'm not gonna jump and sign a contract when I know I'm getting underpaid. And y'all finna sign me to like an $8 million deal, when I think Kirby Smart is making like $11 million. If Coach Prime, you remember, this is business at the end of the day, y'all. Y'all get this out of y'all head like this college football and this is a game. No, this is a business. And Coach Prime is the biggest ticket in town. He's the biggest ticket in college football and NFL right now. So he's going to look at that, and he's going to let his agent say, look, man, we need to be getting about 15. If I'm making double the money that George is making and Kirby making 11, I at least need to be making about 15. And that's going to kind of throw off the market, because most times the market determines how much a coach or a player can get paid. So if Coach Prime come in demanding all these big numbers, they're going to be like, we can't pay you that much, because then the next coach that win the college championship going to want a salary bigger than yours. And now that's going to bankrupt some of these other schools, because they ain't pulling in the same kind of money Colorado going to be pulling in. So, I mean, maybe Coach Prime might make his money up with the Nike deals. And with, did y'all see that, the new shoes? I'm not a big fan of the shoes. I mean, I rock with Coach Prime, but I'm not a big fan of these shoes. They just don't do it for me. They kind of like sharks or like water or something, like that little ripple on it. I can't see myself wearing them. Oh, and I got some shoes I might drop, y'all. Not trying to dig at Coach Prime's shoe to bring my shoe up, but I'm trying to work with this black designer, and he has shoes. So I told him, I said, man, send me an all black pair. It's a black pair with some gold, so I can wear it with my Colorado gear. And y'all, let me show y'all what happened to my shoes, man. My LeBrons. Oh, where my shoes at? Oh, where my shoes at, man? Oh, look, man. The heat killed my shoes, dog. I had them by the heater, man, and the heat just tore them up. So these were the shoes I used to wear with my Colorado stuff, right? These my little Brun junks, and they were my favorite shoes. But the heat got my junk. Look at that. You can see through there. So they ain't no good, so I had to give me some more shoes. My man had some black shoes on there. I said, let's see. It was black and gold. I said, let's see what we got. And if they good, now, he didn't have the size. It's like, I'm like a 12 and a half. He only had a 12 or a 13, so I got a 13. I don't want my toes to be hurt. But we'll see, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. They fire. If they comfortable, I'm going to tell y'all, look, man, support this dude. But if they ain't good, I ain't going to say too much about them. I ain't going to talk down about them. I just ain't going to say too much. Let me see. Oh yeah. Hey Barry, you be on it. J.Green, yeah. So J.Green, he come to Boulder for a visit, or he come and show enough to sign? Like, cause I went and looked at his highlights on Arizona. He did pretty good, but when I went and looked at his stats didn't really blow me away. But that can all change if you're in a program with other dogs around you and you can't get double teamed and all that kind of stuff. That could change everything. Let me see. I don't know this guy. That LSU South Carolina game. You talking about the football game? Oh, y'all could be talking about basketball now. I don't know what y'all talking about. You talking about the old girl from LSU? Oh yeah, she bad now. She bad. And see, you see how she making money, right? I've been saying this for so long. Like all these girls, there's basketball players, volleyball players, track. If they look feminine, if they dress nice, they gonna make so much money. Cause the dudes gonna look at them, and when the dudes look at them, the girls gonna look at them. Women got a thing about if they see how a woman that's getting a lot of attention from dudes, they say, okay, I can do that, and they gonna try to look like her. So whatever she wear, whatever makeup she use, they will buy the same stuff. I don't know why. Ladies, we like y'all for who y'all are. Yo, the guy for you gonna like you for you. He said that the recruiter that we signed from, I call my man Full Court Press, he's chasing down the wide receivers. Kenyon Brown, 6'3". And, how many wide receivers we gonna bring? Yeah, I already thought that was gonna happen. I thought like 2 or 3 guys that FAMU got, he's gonna flip them. And like them 3 guys that was from Florida State that signed with FAMU and they decommitted once the head coach left, I think they might end up in Boulder. Maybe, maybe not. But you remember what Coach Prime is saying, what Will Shepherd said. Everybody can't come to Colorado. You got to have a certain amount of grades and character and all that kind of stuff. Coach Prime just ain't he's not accepting anybody. And I used to have this organization called Kings United. And we was working with young kids and stuff. And like they want to deal with all the kids. I said, look, man, we can't deal with all the kids. We can deal with some of these kids. If a kid have a little hiccup here and there, we can deal with them. But these kids is bad. We can't deal with all of them because they going to mess it up for everybody else. And that's what will happen. If you got a bad kid, they can mess it up for everybody else. Hey, Trevor Wood still might start, y'all. I believe. I believe. I mean, you can't never have too many D linemen, but if you got freshmen that's coming in that want to play and they dogs, and you got some guys that you signed last year that's on the team that was red-shirted, and now you got some transfers that already came in that was expected to play, and now you bring in another guy. I mean, I hear you can't have too many, but when these guys on their last year and they trying to go to the league. I'm just saying, you might be thinking about for Colorado. Yeah, Colorado could never have too many. But if you're trying to go to the league and you think if I go to Colorado, I'm going to be on TV, and Colorado already got like 5 good defense ends now, it might not pan out the way you think. And I know competition is good, but I'm thinking about the well-being of these players. Like, these guys want to go make a name for themselves and be on TV. Coming to Colorado might not be the thing for some of these guys. If they not elite talent, that's what I'm saying. If they not elite, because they're just going to come over here and sit on the sideline. Oh, BJ, you know what? I was about to go watch that game and see that he sacked Shedeur. But who didn't sack Shedeur? Shedeur was the most sacked quarterback. Look, y'all, if y'all going to ask me the question, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. He was the most sacked quarterback in the nation. Who couldn't sack Shedeur last year? A Syracuse old head coach, he's going to Arizona. Arizona has lost a few guys in the portal. I know they lost their running back. Hold on. My man Barry talking about some more guys that 4-star and a cornerback, Isaiah Ward. Dang, 6'5", 225. Oh, all the boys going to Washington. Well, you know all right, dang, what happened with that, y'all? Something happened. Some big boosters came in. A big booster came in and was talking to he sent a shout out at the old head coach that left Arizona and went to Washington. A booster was like, look, we keeping our boys in-house. So I think they really paid that wide receiver and that safety. I think they gave them a big bag to make them stay. And everybody they thought that they needed to have to keep the ball rolling, I think they paid to make sure they stayed. Now the thing about this is, okay, this booster, you coming in and you paying to make sure these dudes stay, but when the coach was trying to get a new contract, y'all weren't trying to get him a new deal. It was almost the same situation when his agent reaching out to the AD ain't returning phone calls. So he did his part. He tried to be patient with Arizona. They didn't give him another offer, so he moved on to Washington. But I also heard that that quarterback and that wide receiver, they like, we want to beat Colorado. We stand. We want to dominate Colorado again. So they got their eyes set on, like, they Super Bowl. They want to beat Colorado. They thinking about Colorado right now. They ain't thinking about the new teams in the conference. They thinking about Colorado. Dang, they picking up 2-star players now. That ain't good. Well, we don't know. Them guys might be great. We don't know. Now, my man DJ Promo say stars don't matter. Man. So how many wins? I know a lot of people in this room right now, Colorado fans. Let me check the temperature in the room. How many wins do y'all think Colorado is going to get next year? I think Colorado going to have 2 impressive wins next year. And I think they're going to have 2 disappointing wins next year. So I'm thinking we might win 7 games. I'm going to go with 7 games. Last year I said 6. This year I'm going with 7. How many games y'all think Colorado going to win? Hey, Coach Prime need to cut of the revenue. He need to cut of the revenue. If he can get a cut of the revenue and just get him paid under the table, like not under the table, but they know what it is. It could be like a 2% or something like that. If he get like a 2% deal. Plus his salary plus a 2% deal, plus what he making off merchandise. I wonder how much he made off merchandise. I need to find out how much he made off merchandise this year. I think my title 4 will be a factor in playing the coaches and players as well. I don't know about title X. What's going on with that? I mean title 4. What's going on with that? I seen something about it, but I didn't dig into it. Oh yeah, hey, subscribe to my other channels, y'all. Hey, we got little babies running around everywhere. We like 20 subscribers away from subscribe to Cow Cabin. We 20 subscribers away, I think, 40 subscribers away from being monetized over there. We got little babies running around everywhere. We got mamas that don't want to take care of their babies. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I got dogs attacking my goats. Got a lot of stuff going on my other channel, y'all. So when I'm not on here, a lot of times I'm doing stuff at the house. And like I'm really out here, y'all. I'm really doing this stuff. I'm really a rancher. And I'm really in your city today and in somebody else's city tomorrow. I'm doing it all, man. But I need y'all help to help me get monetized so we can start doing things over there. I figured you were talking about the basketball game. Nah, he ain't on vacation, man. He working, man. He going through it. They had a whole lot of stuff going on with him, so his schedule got thrown off. So he gonna try to jump on later on, but he gonna try to jump on. We're gonna see can we do something later on. I just want to jump on and give y'all something because I haven't been on too much because I've been on the ranch. Seven, 8 to 10, 10. 11. Oh, damn. You said 11 and 1? So who we 11 and 1? Which team you think we gonna lose to? 11 and 1. Now, if Shador, I remember I said this at Jackson. I said if Shador can play the whole season and don't get hurt, Jackson won't lose, right? And they won. They won out regular season, just in the championship game. They lost, but there was a lot going on in that championship game. They didn't have all their players. Coach Prime was leaving. There's a lot of stuff going on. They weren't all the way locked in. 5-6 max. Wow. You hard on them, Mob. I believe you on that. I believe Coach Prime trying to run off the bottom feeders. I believe he's trying to get rid of. I think Coach Prime, y'all gotta understand this right here. An NFL roster does not have as many players as a college roster, but an NFL roster will murder a college roster, right? Because they got some of the best on their roster, and I think that's what Coach Prime trying to do. Coach Saban and all these coaches, they believe in stockpiling talent. I don't think Coach Prime want to stockpile talent. I think he want to get the talented guys at their position and come over here and ball and make a name for yourself. But you need the third stringers and the fourth stringers for your practice squad. Walk-ons can't always give you the same kind of look that you want from a walk-on. I'm gonna look into that Title 9 and so when I speak on it, I can have a better understanding of what I'm saying. I don't want to just be out here talking. I know about Title IX way back in the day, but that was like 15 years ago now I was worried about Title IX. 15, 20 years ago. So I don't know what's changed since then. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right, because I remember they were talking about a baseball team. They were saying they couldn't do all this for the baseball team. They had to do so much for the softball team. That's right. That's tough. And I think that's why Coach Prime is doing the stuff with the gear. See, they can't say nothing about that. If he sells that Prime gear, he can make more money like that. And they can't say he got to split that because that's his own, his own thing. CU Buff Dynasty. What's going on? What's good? Who writing something in the comments that YouTube think is aggressive? They got some of y'all stuff blocked. They won't let me see some of y'all stuff. Let me see. Man, Brian, what you talking about, Brian? Brian, what you talking about, man? You wilding out, man. I don't even know how the lady look for the Fulton County, Georgia commissioner. I need to go find out who she is. See, you got me. Look, Brian, you like Shannon from the Pivot. You try to get stuff started, man. You be trying to get us into the wings on here, man. Them good wings. Look, I don't think Arizona have a chance now to beat Colorado because they lost their coach and they losing a lot of players. And Colorado has got a lot better. But that quarterback and that wide receiver, in their minds, we beat Colorado last year. We can beat them again this year. Just like they getting better, we getting better. That's what they believe in. And they got paid too. So they got paid. They got to say that. They can't say nothing else. So y'all think Prime brought in the Marines to make some guys quit? Hey, they said Louis, he can't do a Louis part 2. He can't do a Louis speech part 2, so they got to run these guys off. I heard some of these guys that's been leaving, they was leaving because they didn't have the grades. Man, a lot of people are not gonna want to leave Colorado. Y'all bear with me, this loud truck pulling off. A lot of guys are not gonna want to leave Colorado when they're having so much fun there. This is the best time they're gonna ever have in their life, dog. I don't even care if they go to the league. They're not gonna have this kind of excitement and all this kind of attention. And being around all these mega superstars, they're not going to ever have this ever again. So, yeah, you have to drag me out of there, too. Look, I am a Buff fan. Why wouldn't you think I'm not a Buff fan? I am. Look at all this knowledge I'm spitting about the Buffs. I know I'm in and out, but I'm not delusional. Why would you think I'm not a Buff fan, Thomas? So y'all saying we got four scholarships left if they don't put DJ McKinney. Who is that? Who? I done heard that name before. DJ McKinney. Is that the safety? Is that the safety that came from Jackson? So they said we might have 3. I've been here. We done had 3 scholarships for a long time, but we had some people lead the squad. So maybe that's how we got back up to 3. Hey, my battery getting low. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. My battery getting low. I gotta plug it up. All right, my battery started getting low. Man, she buried. Now you going over there. You thought it's 11-1 or 12-0. Come on now. Y'all gonna have people mad at Coach Prime thinking like that. Y'all gotta bring that number down now. Bring it down a tad. You think Kent State gonna be the toughest thing? So you think TCU ain't doing nothing over there? Texas Tech almost beat Oregon last year. Y'all remember that now? And y'all don't think Central Florida? Yeah, Central Florida come to play. Okay, yeah, you talking about? Now look, dog. You name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that's gonna come with their hands balled. And Arizona. You think Arizona ain't come with their hands balled up? These dudes, everybody want to beat Colorado, man. Hey, that military training is serious, man. I seen a military dude going against this bodybuilder guy, and he was lifting more than the bodybuilder guy. The bodybuilder guy was way bigger than him. So the military, but you got a different kind of. Y'all seen David Goggins? You gotta have a different kind of mindset when you get in that military. Them dudes, they think different. I went to a military school for 2 years. I was in my best shape too when I was there. I remember we had this thing, we had to do like so many push-ups in 60 seconds. I think I did 100. And they were like, yeah, man, you pretty much I said, anybody did more than 100? They were like, nah. So I got up. I got up when I hit 100. So your boy, I was built like that, y'all, back in the day. Now I was made out of something. And that day, when I did them 100 push-ups, when they would like try to embarrass us in front of students and make us do push-ups and all that kind of stuff, 75 was the most they could make you do in a day. I knew I could do 100 straight. So I'll bust out 75 and I'll tell the sergeant, like, look, sergeant, this would be a violation of the school rules if I continue to do any more physical training. And he was like, as you were. So I had to I could go back into the Italian battalion, whatever it's called. I could go back in there because he couldn't make me do any kind of more physical. I don't know what you want to call it. Like they try to embarrass you and make you do physical stuff, push-ups, lean and rest, any kind of stuff like that. And they put your hands out wide, just do little stuff. They couldn't do that anymore because I had already reached my limit for the day, and my limit wasn't even my limit. So I love that. Yeah, that UCL. Hey, that's the game I'm worried about. That UCF game, Central Florida. Them Florida boys gonna come to play, y'all. Them Florida boys are coming to play. They not playing. They want to win, y'all, and they got a good coach too. So, but y'all, hey, I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. What the heck I done did? But I'm gonna talk to DJ Promo. I'm gonna do some other little stuff I gotta do, and I'll see y'all later whenever Promo is able to get on here. We're gonna jump back on either tonight or in the morning, and If y'all have any questions, man, leave them in the comments. I'm gonna look this stuff up, and I'll shoot it. I'll give y'all the best answer I can. But I'm out of here, y'all. One.